Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen of the tribe, to another galactically challenged video with your bald-headed boy Scribble. We're starting off Monday with a bit of a bang. Let's break this one down. We find ourselves today on Ilum against the Imperial Troopers. It is the might of Iden Versio and the Inferno squad that we must tackle today. Alright, modifiers. Test of strength is the global modifier. This one's really annoying. Essentially, we get 10 stacks of this thing called hesitation, which stops us from doing any of the fun things that we like to do. Whenever we use a special ability, we lose one stack, and when it's gone to 0, it disappears, and we get clarity, which gives us a bunch of stuff, but we don't even have to worry about it. Essentially, if you've got hesitation, you've got less offense, you've got less tenacity, and you can't assist or gain bonus turn meter. Annoying. Our modifier is Humble Strike, and this is a benefit for Jedi allies, which is pretty nifty if you ask me. Essentially, whenever an enemy buff is dispelled or expired during a Jedi ally's ability, we gain advantage for 2 turns and stack a bunch of crit damage until the end of battle. The Imperial Troopers have got Imperial Armor. They've got additional max health and max protection, and the first time a non-droid Imperial Trooper that's not in the leader slot is defeated, they will revive with 100% health and 75% protection. This can be prevented though, so don't fear too much. Whenever an Imperial Trooper revives, inflict enemies with stagger and vulnerable for 1 turn, which can't be resisted, and whenever an Imperial Trooper with less than 100% turn meter gains bonus turn meter, which they can't because of hesitation for the most part, they recover health and protection and gain crit damage and all this nonsense. Okay, so what are the feats? We need to win with a full team of Jedi, which is perfectly easy because Jedi is a great faction, and then we need to win with at least 1 light side and dark side and inflict damage over time 30 times. Should we get into this? Alright, let's start off with Jedi. As you know, ladies and gentlemen of the tribe, I don't tend to use any galactic legends in these challenges, just so that the people at home don't have to either. I will be taking in a pretty strong Jedi faction squad because this is a strong team. I'm not going to use Jedi Knight Cal, that would be a little bit mean of me, but I am going in with a Luke lead, with Kenobi, Gas, Jedi Knight Revan, and well, maybe we'll throw in Hermit Yoda in the 5th slot for a bit of heals, a little bit of, stat boosting and all that business. Now, again, we will not be able to call assists and attack out of turn or gain any bonus turn meter in this team, unfortunately. The opener is probably the most important part. Thankfully, we've got all that crit hit immunity coming out. Okay, great. Super. Smashing. Fantastic. What are we going to do? We could use this event special ability here, and that will place, Jedi's Will on us? Yeah, let's do that. That way, at least we'll be able to counterattack. Okay, so I am going to place Death Mark, I think, on Death Trooper. I think that would probably... Actually, no, let's just turn me to swap over to Luke. We've got GK taunting over here, so he's going to eat all of those counterattacks. We've got a nice big old stun, and let's just focus in on Death Trooper. If we can get him dazed, because they're always going to counterattack, unfortunately. He is stunned, but not dazed. Jedi Knight Luke's leadership, at the moment, is protecting us somewhat. Now, we won't be able to call any of these assists thanks to silly hesitation, but we will be able to deal some pretty good damage. Now, don't forget, they are going to revive at least once when we kill them, and that's going to be a little bit annoying, but nothing we can't live without. Now, Adapt or Die, that buff that Iden just put us up, is also a form of revive, which is a little bit annoying again. But once again, we're just going to focus on Death Trooper because I don't like him and I don't like his face. I mean, can't really see his face, but the sentiment is there. I'm sure if I could see his face, I still wouldn't like it. Stop hurting me, Death Trooper. Okay, so he no longer has, excuse me. He no longer has marks, so let's apply that again. We're just going to keep on using any special that we can right now. I'm a little bit concerned about Kenobi because he didn't seem to, he must be death marked or something, is he? No, he's not death marked. They just don't like me very much. AoE days. Oh, good. Death Trooper is officially gone. We're about to lose GK though. Oh, Savior triggered. That's the reason why I brought in Jedi Knight Revan, isn't it? It's a trusty Savior. Yeah, see, my brain sometimes works, guys. Yours can too. All right, I'm going to focus on Magma Trooper right now because he's got Daze, and Daze means he won't counterattack me. There's no point going after Iden because she will just revive as long as she has allies. So let's focus on the other troopers for now so that we can ensure that we kill them. I feel like once you've gotten rid of one trooper, this becomes a heck of a lot easier. Especially if we can get rid of those stacks of hesitation. Good. Maggie's down once. Let's keep on passing this Master's Training because it's going to increase our stats. If I could get GK to taunt again, that would be phenomenal. Alright, big heals again. I really don't want to lose Jedi Knight Revan. Really don't want to lose him. Can we get rid of Maggie? Maggie is gone. Fantastic. Let's go after Snow because Shaw doesn't really deal any damage, and he's also going to be super, super tanky. Again, not worried about Iden at this point. What I am worried about is the lack of health on my Jedi Knight Revan, because if he dies, it makes my life awkward. I don't want to do that. Turn me to swap right now because I can't eat the counter attacks. Let's place Jedi's training, Master's training over there. Looks like Gas is out of hesitation. Gas is going to get out of hesitation very, very quickly. And the reason for that is because whenever Gas uses his second attack, which he does every single time, he is actually going to do his like force telekinesis, I think it's called. And that ability is considered to be a special. So he chews through those stacks of hesitation really quick because essentially he loses a stack, at least one stack every single turn. So this ability here, that's a special attack. So he gets through it super, super quick, which is nice. Vader is another person that gets through things quickly. We're still not taunting with GK, so I'm a little bit concerned about passing the turn right now. So let's just keep on basicing. Don't want to eat triple attacks. Hang in there, Revan. Revan lost it. Never mind. Never mind, we lost Revan. It's absolutely fine, though, because we should be able to clean up from here. I can't see it being too much of an issue for us to finish up now. One more death on Snow Trooper, and then we'll be able to focus over on Shore Trooper, and then everybody will be happy. Everybody will be happy. Gas is going to assist. There we go. We got rid of you. Another AoE. Beautiful. Shore Trooper has died once. That's lovely. Let's call in Gas again. Big hits. Yeah, we're looking pretty. We are looking pretty. So obviously this only gets us the full Jedi victory, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't get us anything like the damage over times. It doesn't get us the win with one light side, one dark side, obviously, because we don't have any dark side in this team, and there are no dark side Jedi, so we wouldn't be able to do that regardless. Moving swiftly on then, we need to get win with light side, dark side, and we need to do a bunch of dots. Now we could do this with one team, which is quite nice. So we're going to go Sith for this. I'm going to be using a Traya comp because Traya is phenomenal. We're going to throw in Malak because Malak is also phenomenal. Then we're going to throw in Vader because we want dots, right? Then we're going to throw in Nihilus because Nihilus is awesome. And then I think we'll just throw in Hermit Yoda again. So the idea behind this is Treya's got survivability. It'll counteract their attacks out of turn as well. So when they attack out of turn, they counterattack a lot, right? They're going to be dealing damage to themselves. We'll be able to isolate, increase their cooldowns, annihilate. We've got AoE dots and everything. It'll be a breeze. I'm just going to immediately life drain, increase all of their cooldowns. Nihilus is fine so far. They've attacked Malak. Game over. All right. Cool. So I'm going to place Master's Training on Nihilus because I want him to survive. Let's strip off that taunt off Shelly the Shore Trooper. And I'm going to drop one Crush immediately. They can't counterattack against Crush, so that's great. I'm going to isolate Shore Trooper and put that over on Nihilius. And then we're just going to go to town. Go to town. Attacking Death Trooper. I don't mind if you want to do any sort of attacks on him. Absolutely. Hit me with dots. Hit me with debuffs. Super cool. Keep my Malak taunting. Let's just drain Death Trooper now. He's died once. Beautiful. Now, what I don't want to do, I do not want to go into Merciless Massacre right now. If I go into Merciless Massacre, I'm going to have to hit everybody, and Malak isn't currently taunting, so it would mean that we would lose Vader, right? So I'm probably just going to use a special over here on Shore Trooper. Super. He can't counterattack because he's isolated, okay? So that's absolutely fine as far as I'm concerned. Again, I don't want to go into Merciless Massacre because even though we do want to get through to that that Force Crush again, it's more in our interest to make sure Vader survives until after we've gotten rid of Iden. Once we've gotten rid of Iden, life becomes so much juicier, so much creamier. There we go. She puts her We Adapt or Die up. Let's place Master's Training now on Malak. Okay, so we have an opportunity here to eat Iden, and that is exactly what you should do. Just eat Iden. She's gone. Life is all creamy and rainbows and butterflies now. Let's also just get rid of that. We've killed Death Trooper, I believe, once. I'm going to go into Merciless Massacre now. We are going to target someone other than Shelly, because that's the isolate one. I'm going to target on Death Trooper, I think, because you can't counterattack against Force Crush. Then we're going to basic on the Shore Trooper. We'll basic over here, and we've actually got taunt up here as well, so it makes it even easier again. Lovely jubbly. And now we're just one turn away. So I am going to cull just to try and lower the stacks of hesitation on Vader. Now, we've used Crush twice, I believe. You want to try and use it at least 3 times, preferably more, to sort of guarantee, to really lock in that capability. I'm actually going to decrease the cooldowns this time on Vader. Okay, yeah, absolutely. Let's drop another Crush. So that's going to be doing at least, well, it's attempts to do it 3 times per character. So there are 4 people there, so technically that's 12 instances of dots. We did it once with a full team, that's 15 instances of dots, plus the 12, 27 instances of dots. So we should be fine because we've done it one other time. But it's best to play it safe, guys. Always best to play it safe. Let's get rid of Maggie. Maggie's going to revive. Then we've just got Death Trooper. One more time on Death Trooper would see him off, essentially. But again, I'm trying to wait until I've used that Force Crush one more time. We should be able to get through to it now, actually. So let's just basic here. Basic there. Drop this Force Crush. Once I've dropped this Force Crush, I'm pretty confident that we can just defeat everybody and we'll be absolutely fine. Oh, Death Trooper hanging on by the hairs of his chinny chin. That's just rude. That is just rude. Alright. Okie dokie, we should be absolutely fine. From here, you could probably put it on auto and then, you know, hashtag just win, as it were. Let's eat Magma and deal with Snow Trooper. I'm pretty certain I'd already killed Magma once, so that was probably the wrong move. Truth be told, but there we go. We don't make sensible decisions here in the tribe, do we, ladies and gentlemen? No, we don't. Oh, Snow Trooper. Oh, Snow. Yeah, that's a great song by the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Alright, let's put it on auto. Put it on auto and just win. That will get you light side, dark side, and dots without too many issues. It's a pretty robust team. They can't do most of their attacks out of turn. When they counterattack, they're going to be hurting themselves. You've got control with Isolate. You've got loads of tankiness thanks to Malak, and you've got instant kills with Nihilus, which will also make him tankier. Hermit Yoda will be hiding almost the entire time thanks to his stealth mechanic, and you'll just be able to cycle through. But if you don't have that team, I do have another solution for you, which will do light side, dark side, and potentially should be able to get you your damage over times as well. Alright, so the Bounty Hunter team that I'm using now can get the light side, dark side. It will potentially also get the dots thanks to Boba Fett. Now, this one is not as reliable as the Traya one. So, going in, what we really want to be able to do is just survive the opening barrage of attacks without too many issues here. Now, we do have heal immunity on our Bosk, so we want to get rid of that immediately. Let's go over here, and let's call an assist over onto Snow Trooper. Mass assist counterattack there should help us. We've hit contracts immediately. I'm going to target Iden right now, and I'm going to try to get an ability block on her. No such luck, and we did lose Bosk there, so not an ideal scenario. Let's once again just focus damage on Snow Trooper. We want to try and get a turn over there with our OG Mando, so we can get a Disintegrate off. Let's get that taunt up immediately, and let's look to heal for now. Beautiful. Yeah, let's just basic here to try and get those dots. There's a damage over time. We don't care about we adapt or die. Oh, we don't have... Oh, that is brutal. We don't have crit chance up on our Mando. I think it got dispelled. I think it got dispelled up there. So I'm going to focus on Snow Trooper for now. So we need to get round to another turn with OG Mando, which could be a bit of an issue for us. Yeah, let's go ahead and get rid of that. And no point getting rid of that just now. She's only got the protection up. So it all depends on what happens with this big attack. Okay, we survived there with OG Mando, so we should be able to disintegrate Iden now. And that's the big thing. Got to get Iden out of there, otherwise she's just going to cause you no end of issues. I'm going to go ahead and put Armor Shred over here. Then we're going to heal up. Next up, it's just survivability from here. Save your Execute with Boba for when Shelly is taunting. You want to be able to strip that off immediately, essentially. Use specials where you can, so we can hopefully get rid of the stacks of hesitation. Let's see if we land a stun on Snow. Super. Next up, we want to try and obviously build right back up to a... we want to build it back up to a Disintegrate with Mando. Right? So I'm using the targeted ability blocks to make sure Death Trooper doesn't try to, you know, terminate one of our characters or anything like that. Keep the taunt up on Bosk, and from here we should be able to maintain enough sort of survivability on our Bosk. Once again, I think I'll put that Armor Shred on Shaw. We're probably going to disintegrate Shaw anyway. So as long as your Bosk is tanky enough, you should be absolutely fine. Nice bit of counterattack action there. Basics again, hopefully triggering some Hopefully triggering some dots from our good boy Boba. Okay, that's one death on you. Let's just yeet. Rocket to get rid of that immediately. Specials again. Just a basic. Keep everybody nice and healthy. Might as well. Might as well put some armor shreds out. We're able to outlast the damage now, which is the ideal scenario, really. Beautiful. Counterattacks. Boba's going to come in and put additional damage over times there. Nobody is out of hesitation just yet. Let's disintegrate Death Trooper because I don't like him. Of course, you can do it on Shelly, but I feel like disintegrating on Shelly is almost a bit of a waste because she's not really doing anything. So from here on out, you can just try and slow things down, drag out the battle to try and get as many buffs on basic with Boba, but I really don't feel like it's a very effective way of trying to land dots, unfortunately, especially because he's not going to be able to attack out a turn until he gets rid of hesitation, and that's a very difficult thing to do in this team. But it can work. You can just slow it all down and constantly try to get, you know, you'd need to probably get about 50 or 60 basics off Boba in order to land it, unless you get particularly lucky. So, yeah, let's just put it on auto from here. But I'm just showing that bounty hunters can get the light side, dark side working as well without having to worry about using a GL. Now, I will give just one GL team for us to use, just to show what I would use if it was a GL victory, and it will get us our dots very, very easily, just for those people at home. So if I was to use a GL team with a light side, I'd probably go in with Lord Vader just to knock out those dots without any troubles whatsoever. Lord Vader obviously applies 2 dots to the entire enemy team every single time he takes a turn. He also has an AoE that can apply AoE dots, and we've got Vader to do even more. So 2 across the board already. It's already 10 dots, and then we throw an additional 4 across the board. So it's all going to go rather swimmingly. Let's just do an AoE here. Now, I don't think we can actually trigger Frenzy on Maul because of the hesitation, but he'll at least be able to go through and get... Oh, we've actually got AoE Dazes. I probably should have gone into Merciless Massacre there. The Seething Rages will, of course, take effect because those are bonus turns, not 100% TM. So let's just go in and land all of this. Beautiful. Now, I don't want to go into... I don't want to kill Shelly just yet, because if we do it when Lord Vader is within his ultimate, then there will be no revives. That is another rather wonderful side effect. But right now, we haven't quite hit ultimate, so... There we go. Now we're cooking. So let's just do a basic here. Should be able to go into our ultimate shortly. The great thing is, because of hesitation, they can't actually mass assist there, because if they could, the damage output on the enemy team would be absolutely insane. Throw out some more dots. Beautiful. And let's just get a big hit on Shelly. If we can just get rid of her immediately. There we go, no revives. Next up, I'll go for Death Trooper. Let's actually unload here with our good boy Maul. Beautiful. And Maul is immediately out of hesitation. Drop some more dots. I mean, it's pretty straightforward with a GL, truth be told. I'm not going to Culling Blade because I don't want to lose... I don't want them to lose their days. Let's actually just get rid of all the ads, even if we would potentially kill Iden regardless. Big hits. That's going to give us a nice bit of healing. Come on, basic. Maggie. Oh, we're out of ultimate. That's a shame. Always a shame to be out of ultimate. But it's okay. Alright, that's one. Let's get that AoE Daze out again. No turns for you, please. Oh, that's frustrating. She just cleansed it immediately, didn't she? How rude. How rude of Iden to cleanse. Get big heals out, even though we don't need it. Beautiful. We are coming up again to another ultimate here, which should make our lives quite a bit easier. I'll just do one of these and then an AoE here. Bring us up to 4 stacks. Oh my days, we've lost Maul. That's a bit of a shame. I don't really want to lose Maul, but there we go. We should still be absolutely fine, I think. Yeah, that should about do it. Beautiful. See if we can get rid of Snow Trooper as well. One hit. Just one tap to that fool. And Iden isn't going to last much longer either. So, you know, if you've got Lord Vader, that would be a good way of... Wow, she healed up a heck of a lot there. A good way of clearing through with using light side, dark side, and getting all of those dots. It's really not so bad. Iden, will you stop fully healing? Like, she's so chunky, and then she's just fully healing after every turn as well. It's very rude. Very rude indeed, Iden. Please desist. Yeah, that should see her off. There we go. Job done. See? Piece of cake. And that's going to about do it for our Galactic Challenge today on a Monday morning. Hopefully it was useful to you. If it was, please hit that like and subscribe, and let me know what teams did you use down in the comments section down below. Until the next video, peace out, and may the Force be with you.